a spot in the finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForge reporting from the sideline. You look at the Thunder. Coming off a sweep in their last series, you better believe they'll be prepared for these conference finals.
Yeah, we'll see how they come out of the gates. Some teams benefit from the long way out. Some can get off to a slow start. I'm sure they did everything they could in their preparation to be ready to go.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Here's SGA. Oklahoma City moving it around. And that one, good. SGA's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Oklahoma City. Fox with it. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Fox kicks to Vassell. Back to Fox. And it's off from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And he comes up with the deuce. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not when you want to leave open.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a deep three from Fox. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Thunder have got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jazz to Castle. Here's Shambelli. And Fox has it in the corner. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Wembanyama high post. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Holmgren can't hit.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Fox feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by Dort. Right side, SGA. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the wing, Barnes. Outside, Fox. Here's Castle. That three off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And here now the Thunder, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense.
Pass to Castle. Barnes outside. And here is Fox. Screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Over in the corner, Williams. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs trail by 3. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Castle finds Wembanyama. Pulls up from the corner. Yes, that goes in. Wembanyama's got his second basket. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Mitchell in for SGA. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that. The job's not finished.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by San Antonio. Barnes outside. A pass to Fox. Johnson from outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Spurs up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you guys.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. Joe in the corner. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Harper from the arc. Good on the triple. Harper's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Back to Joe. Oklahoma City moving it around. For 3, Mitchell. Rebound by Johnson.
And I like the ball movement going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Castle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. The Spurs also changing it up. Olenicki's checked in for Luke Cornett. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And it's Fox in for Harper. Thunder trailing by 7. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Wallace. Rebound, San Antonio. Here he goes. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, Tassel showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Now, here's Holmgren. Still yet to score. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Fox kicks to Vassell. Back to Fox. His 3-pointers off the mark. Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Now Castle. It's Vassell on the wing. All is covering. Vassell, the pass to Olenek. Good D by Holmgren.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Wallace. Tries it from the top of the key. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Dort comes in for Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Isaiah Joe. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night here. The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Oklahoma City trailer. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Outside, Fox. Vassell, wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside, Dort. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. Wembanyama against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
SGA double team. Here's Hartenstein, and he banks in the layup. Hartenstein's got his first points of the night.
Look, if you double him, he'll make a play for someone else.
Pass to Harper. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
SGA against Fox. Now Hartenstein. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Harper's shot's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the San Antonio Spurs.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Thunder trailing by 6. Outside, Dort. Williams for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Fox against SGA. Here's Castle. Just 4 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Williams passes to Hartenstein. They get the rebound. And a wide open look for SGA. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Spurs leading by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get the spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused the beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Fox. Jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Now, here's Vassell. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Fox is good for 3. And it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Champagnie. Castle against Dort. Here's Champagnie. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Williams for 3. The rebound by Champagnie.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should give it.
Vassell, the pass to Champagnie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night. Fox against SGA. Holmgren outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Holmgren's got 9 points.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
For the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Castle on the wing. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Back to Fox. Now Castle to the wing right side. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Nobody near Williams. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Fox against SGA. Pass to Champagny. Back to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your team.
And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Castle. He's got 14. Johnson with a screen on Wiggins. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Barnes. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, he's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
Now here's Barnes. Johnson finds Wembanyama. Out to the right wing. And here's Harper from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's an 11-point San Antonio lead. Castle against Wallace. Joe. San Antonio with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Wallace looking for an opening. Here's the drive. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Castle. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Spurs leading by 13. Fox kicks to Cornette. And it's Vassell in the corner. Outside, Fox for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Holmgren at the elbow. Pass to Wallace. Five on the clock. Mitchell outside. Off target from outside. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Wallace kicks to Mitchell. To Holmgren. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Vassell outside. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Williams. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Williams.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Fox, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Joe. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Spurs leading by 8. Vassell, the pass to Fox. And here's Harper from the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Wallace. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. NSGA's subbed in for Mitchell. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And as always, Allen, great job. Thank you. Here's Fox, following the score by Oklahoma City. Wembanyama looking it over. Here's Jankowski. Pass to Vassell. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Now Williams. Off target from outside. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Fox. The three is off.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
That one goes. Count it.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Spurs leading by 9. Castle. That one goes in.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Fox. It's stolen by Hartenstein. SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander right over the defense.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Fires, buries the deep ball.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
SGA from 15 feet away. It's good.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs him.
Castle with it, defended by George.
And if never there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Spurs.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Now Wembanyama. Here's Champagny. Outside, Wembanyama. Three, good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Here's SGA.
From Lucas Door.
And Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.